Resentment in marriage, causes, signs, and how to overcome it. Hi, I'm Nicole Kleiman-Reck, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor specializing in relational issues, including resentment. So let's go over resentment in marriage. Resentment in marriage frequently stems from partners' inability to discuss past hurts without stirring up more anger. Resentment may begin after a betrayal, continuous inappropriate behaviors, or bad mouthing. And some of the best ways to deal with resentment include open communication, learning how to forgive, and seeking professional counsel. When resentment is left unchecked, a couple will feel as if they are drifting apart and no longer identify each other as the primary person in their life. While everyone experiences emotions slightly differently, certain feelings and behaviors geared toward a partner may be signs of resentment in marriage. Signs of resentment in marriage may include feelings of anger or frustration, comparing a partner to others and feeling jealous, one partner using the silent treatment, using generalized statements such as you always or you never, general hostility or passive-aggressive behaviors, rumination or obsession over what a partner is doing wrong, deprioritizing a partner and instead turning to others for fun, comfort, or advice, avoiding a partner, talking poorly about a partner to others, making a partner the butt of jokes when others are around, or pointing out their flaws to others, losing sexual attraction to a partner, doing things intentionally to annoy or upset a partner repeatedly. So what causes resentment in marriage? Resentment in a marriage is the byproduct of not healing a wound between partners. Whether these wounds include betrayal, a lack of communication, or criticism, they need to be gently reopened and inspected. Only then can the offending partner offer a true empathetic apology and move forward. Often, an even stronger bond, and researcher Dr. John Gottman often called resentment one of the four horsemen of relationships. Common causes of resentment include betrayal. Any kind of betrayal, whether it's financial, sexual, or something else, can lead to strong feelings of resentment in marriage. When one partner betrays us, it can feel like the world is coming in on us. When these feelings aren't addressed, acknowledged, and processed, it can lead to strong feelings of resentment. Hurtful words. When our partner calls us names, bullies us, or is mean to us, it really hurts and is not forgotten. Hurt emotions caused by the person you love the most can fester and develop resentment. Underperforming and lack of support. It can be difficult to manage all of the demands and needs in a relationship, and if one partner is not supportive when the other partner is struggling, it can lead to the struggling partner feeling all alone. This lack of empathy and lack of understanding can develop into resentment in a marriage over time. Not prioritizing the relationship in the same ways. When it seems like one partner is not making the marriage a priority, the other partner can feel resentful of the time, effort, and energy they are dedicated that is not being reciprocated. Inconsiderate behaviors. Partners who are not considerate or respectful of our time and desires can lead to resentment. And this can happen in marriage, especially when they do not communicate changes in plans or delays. This can look like chronically being late or not responding to texts or phone calls. When the partner blows their behavior off as no big deal, constantly continues to act this way, it can leave the other partner feeling really dissatisfied. Marriages can recover from resentment, but it does take time and consistent effort from both partners. It challenges partners to forgive one another for the behaviors that led to feelings of resentment and hurt. And this is not an easy task. Forgiveness takes time and dedication, as well as work to change the behaviors that were causing resentment to fester. Below are 5 ways to let go of resentment in marriage. Number 1 is to let yourself feel. It's important to acknowledge when you feel, avoiding suppressing negative emotions. Letting yourself experience all of your feelings allows the process of truly moving forward to take place. Number 2 is to talk to someone. Whether it's a therapist, friend, or relative, it's important to have a support system around who you can go to for perspective. Sometimes talking to family and friends is enough, and other times resentment in a marriage can feel so overwhelming that you may need to consider speaking with a counselor to help you make sense of what is happening. Number 3 is to understand where the resentment came from. Resentment stems from patterns of mistakes made in the relationship over time, and you may have tried to change things in the past with no lasting change. Resentment in a marriage comes from the sum of conflicts that have not been properly addressed. Understanding this is an important step toward resolution. Number 4 is to remind yourself that mistakes happen and understand that we all make mistakes, and it's essential to dig deeper and consider the reasons behind it. Being able to accept missteps is necessary, but knowing what your boundaries are and how to communicate this as a couple is just as important. Couples therapy may be a good way to handle and make sense of these types of mistakes. Number 5 is work toward forgiveness. It can feel easy to want to forgive because we love someone, but you also need to recognize that you truly are ready to do so. Take your time to determine where you are emotionally before making any decision or statement of resolution. Final thoughts. Resentment in a marriage is a highly toxic emotion that can lead to real damage over time. If you have tried to discuss these issues with a partner without avail, it may be time to seek counseling. While couples counseling is a substantial investment, it can lead to a much more positive and satisfying outcome. We've linked some valuable resources in the description and comments below that can help you find a therapist, a psychiatrist, and other really useful tools, so check them out.